Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Pain in the Grass. It is back. Tuesday, July 30th. Friday, August 2nd. Saturday, August 3rd. 3 big days. Yeah, biggest pain we've had. Happening at White River Amphitheater. The bands, what a lineup. I mean, tons of great local bands. This is going to be awesome. Plus, you got Slipknot. You got Volbeat. You've got Marilyn Manson, Disturbed, Rob Zombie. This is going to be a show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
3 local acts, too, from Superfecta to Pound.
Yeah.
Woodshed.
Yeah. So you know you want to be there. Maybe all 3 days. Don't forget the Palace Law Premium Experience. That's pretty sweet, too, where you get to pretty much have your own backstage tent where you may see some bands do acoustic performances. There'll be interviews, great barbecue and beverages. Oh, I'll be there. I'm usually in a good mood because I had a couple of beverages and some barbecue. Tickets on sale right now at livenation.com. $2 from each ticket sold, benefiting the Vitology Foundation. You want more info about Pain in the Grass? You know where to go. KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Give me a God. You're a loser. It is time to beat Mix. Or maybe whack 'em instead. It is Whack It Wednesday.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then. All right.
Yeah, buddy. I was doing it today. Sarah videoed me, and I think I looked amazing.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. It's Whack It Wednesday.
Is that on the Snapchats, or where is that at?
I don't know. She's got so many things she puts me on. Is it on the Instas? Is it on the Snaps? I don't know.
Facebook.
I heard something about a boomerang, but I don't even know what that is. So
Snap face.
the snap face.
The boomer snap.
She pulls me outside, says, take a picture, do this, do that, and there's like multiple things she puts me on, so I'm somewhere.
Wow.
Is it the Insta Twit?
I don't know if it's the Insta Twit. Hey, wait, the Insta Twit's in here doing the hosting.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Thanks.
No problem.
Yeah, let's have you stop talking. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Kirsten in Kirkland. Kirsten, are you there?
I am here.
Excellent. What is she playing for today, Steve?
Playing for tickets to check out Ghost. They're going to be at the WAMU Theater on September 19th. Plus, you have a chance at the grand prize, which is just a crazy Ghost prize pack, so that's kind of cool, too. Go to KISW.com. That includes a pair of socks and a keychain and a hat. Tickets are available for Ghost at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Kirsten will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Kirsten, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In which decade of the 20th century did the Guinness Book of World Records first go into print?
60s.
No.
50s.
Yes. Mary Lou Retton was a medalist at what Olympic sport?
Gymnastics.
Yes. What is the name of the bar that Homer Simpson frequents?
Both.
Yes. What do the stars represent on the U.S. flag?
The original 13 colonies.
No.
The 13 states.
Yes. Jazz originated in which U.S. state?
The which now? Sorry.
Jazz originated in which U.S. state?
Alabama.
No.
New Orleans.
No.
It's not the state.
You can do this, Kirsten.
Pass.
Oh.
Which animation company created Finding Nemo?
Pixar.
Yes. What number is represented by I in Roman numerals?
Which number?
Yeah.
1.
Yes. Yay! Finish the title of the Jimi Hendrix song Along the What?
Pass.
Along the Pass. Yeah, it's a great
All
song.
along, yes, all along. There we go.
You know what you're
1,
doing,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct.
You're having a banner morning.
I am having a wonderful morning.
Insta-twit.
Great.
I called it like I saw it.
Yeah. Well, don't say anything, Kirsten. We don't want Steve to get any help here.
Kirsten.
Well, she stopped, so that's good.
I like Kirsten.
Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
In what decade of the 20th century did the Guinness Book of World Records first go into print?
The 20s.
No.
The 10s.
No.
The 30s.
No. Mary Lou Retton was a medalist in which Olympic sport?
Shot put.
No.
Gymnastics.
Yes.
That's when I say shot put.
What is the name of the bar that Homer Simpson frequents?
Moe's.
Yes. What do the stars represent in the U.S. flag?
The states.
Yes. Jazz originated in which U.S. state?
Louisiana.
Yes. Which animation company created Finding Nemo?
Pixar.
Yes. What number is represented by I in Roman numerals?
1.
Yes. Finish the title of a Jimi Hendrix song, All Along the What?
Watchtower.
Yes. Which musician wrote a song about Star Wars to the tune of American Pie?
Star Wars. Weird Al Yankovic.
Yes. Which is the largest ocean?
The Atlantic.
No.
Pacific.
Yes. And Steve, you win 9-6.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kirsten.
I never win.
Oh.
Someday, Kirsten.
I'm bound and determined one of these times. I panic when I get on here. You guys answer, and he's like, you want to play? My heart just never stops.
Got to do some yoga breathing when we put you on next time, Kirsten.
Breath, breathe in.
There you go. That's what you got to do.
Well, thank you. I hope to beat you next time.
She's so sweet.
I know she really is.
Very nice person.
Very nice, but she still lost.
That's right.
It's a classic. Steve. Is that Hank Sr.?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Old school right there.
You only missed one.
Which one did I miss?
So close to a perfect 10. What decade of the 20th century did the Guinness Book of World Records first go
40s.
into print? No. Kirsten was correct. She guessed the 50s.
Oh.
Yes, 1955.
Okay, then.
Mm-hmm. Now you know. And
Thanks,
I'm
buddy.
sure that you'll keep that and retain it. And
No.
Did you ever have that moment in your life where you wanted to get a Guinness Book of World Records, like be a
Yeah.
world record holder, but you just couldn't figure out in what?
100%, yes.
Wait, you know what? Do I want to be a record holder? Or oh, yeah.
I always
yeah.
wanted to be in the Guinness Book of World Records, but I didn't know what I could be in there for.
That's the problem.
I never did the research or had the motivation to try and conquer something that I would be in the book for.
Yeah, and they do so many random weird things, and as long as you get a person, like one of the official people, to stand there and watch you do whatever stupid random thing you say that you're the best at.
How annoying is it for that person, like the people at the Guinness office that constantly have to field calls and emails and letters?
I can pogo stick the most for, days straight, and you're like, okay, great, I get to watch this.
I can pogo stick the most has been called.
It's one of those, and I know they did one with one of those bouncy balls that you had as a little kid. The little,
the hoppity hop.
Yeah, the hippity hops or whatever, yeah.
So do they fly the person out?
I don't
Or
know.
do you have to pay to have the person come out?
Oh, I don't know for sure.
And how do I get to be the person that just gets to watch that? Because that seems like actually a better deal. Free flights everywhere you go.
Contact the old head over there at Guinness, and maybe you can find out.
Steve, you can find something. There's got to be something.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Something you're good at.
What's good? So Steve's got to be good at something.
We should get a book, the Guinness Book of World Records, and go through it, and we should all try and figure out something that we could do.
I know. And it happens every year at the Hockey Challenge. The most goals allowed.
Yes.
That's what you can do.
The most shots taken.
Yeah.
That too. 69, baby.
Congratulations, Steve. You won with, 9 correct.
Caller number 9, 206-421-ROCK. That's what you got to do to get him.
Somebody says, wasn't All Along the Watchtower originally a Bob Dylan song? Yes, absolutely. There's Dylan. Hendrix covered it. And you know who also covered it and did a really good job a long time ago when he was first coming out was Dave Matthews.
Oh.
Before he even blew up big.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it was like a live EP, and it was him and his band, and it's a really well done cover of All Along the Watchtower. And I'm not a huge Dave Matthews fan, but I remember hearing that in college and being like, damn, who's this dude? And he's killing it.
How about that?
Yep.
And then he became Dave Matthews.
That is very true.
Yeah. Well, there was a weird thing that happened last Tuesday in New Jersey. This dude walked into a McDonald's and released a white rat from a plastic container onto the floor. Of course, half the people flipped out, made for the exits. We don't know why he did this. And the rat looks like it might have been a pet of his if you look at the video more than anything else.
Well, if you listen to the audio, it's going to sound like as if Godzilla came into McDonald's. It's a small white rat, but people are freaking out like a monster just walked in.
Let me hold it. Let me hold it.
We out.
Isn't that bizarre?
I mean, look, I know people get freaked out by rodents, but it's just a little rat.
Yeah, it is. It's a little rat, and it looks like it's a pet rat. It looks clean. It does, it doesn't look like it's been in the streets. It's so funny how people are.
But
it's
why
so
does someone
funny.
do that anyway? Like, what's the point of doing that?
Well, it's on video
for a funny video.
Yeah,
to go viral.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because he's being followed by somebody.
filmed.
Yeah, so it's totally like, look what I'm going to do, everybody. Yeah, well,
Does he get the rat back? I mean, what's his whole point behind this?
that's a really good question. And it makes me wonder if he just went and bought the rat for this video, because if that's your pet, you're not going to write. What if somebody accidentally stepped on it? I mean, some people do like those little guys.
It's funny seeing some of the pictures and the videos of it. People are standing on a McDonald's table, freaking out.
I mean, I would be like,
Just give
whoa,
it a French fry.
Yeah, I'd be whoa for a second, but I'd be like, nah, I'm not going to leave. There's tasty food here. The rat and I are going to have to battle for the tasty food.
How are you with rats, Vicky?
I can hold them. They don't bother me. I used to have ferrets, so
Okay.
they don't bug me. My mom freaks out with anything. She hated the ferrets just because they scared the crap out of her. So I never really had too many pets growing up.
Aren't ferrets kind of dangerous, though?
No.
Don't they bite the hell out of you? Am I thinking of the wrong animal?
I think you're thinking of the wrong animal. I mean, they
I think you're
nibble.
thinking of alligators. BJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, very similar.
All right.
I'm scared to death of rats, but even like that video that Rev sent us of the rat hanging out in his birdhouse the other day, I was like, it scared me watching the video of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, a rat is bigger than a mouse, but I mean, rats I'm not too cool with. They just, I know they're squirrels without the cuteness, but still they do.
But it wasn't
rats,
like-
I don't know. They just look like they're ready for trouble.
Look, I get those like serious, epic size New York rats.
Exactly,
The
that's
ones
what I know.
The ones that almost look like cat size.
Yes.
But this is not a huge rat.
Well, is that a rat or a mouse? See, like
I mean,
mice.
they say it's a rat.
Oh, really? All right. Well, yeah.
maybe it's a mouse, but it's just not very honest.
Yeah, it could be. You're right. Maybe he turned somebody in. He dimed somebody out. It's a tough one. Yeah, if it's a New York, like you said, Steve, it's those New York City, those street tough rats.
Those mutant looking rats.
Yeah, I don't want those in my life.
Right.
Damn.
I'm sure McDonald's loved that, though. Thanks for bringing a rodent into the
I know, you sit there and you go, dude, look, what, come on. I'm just trying to do a business here. I bought the franchise. You got to bring a mouse in here or a rat. What's wrong with you?
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? They're wild, naked, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever it is you want to talk about.
Yes.
You can talk about wrestling, talk about Danny, whatever you want to talk about.
Vicky.
Yay.
But
Rev.
make sure you follow this rule.
That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you're gone. And we'll have to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I want to know our advice on this. This is a good one. Guys, do you think this is odd? I was at the doctor's for my yearly checkup, and some guy in the waiting room came over, sat next to me, and said he would regret not talking to me and asked me out for dinner. I don't know. Hitting on someone at the doctor's office seems a little off limits if you ask me. What do you guys think?
Here's what I think. I think it's the way you approach anybody. I think that, she's trying to come up with like a rule, but the bottom line is she just didn't dig the guy. Because if he was a charming, amazing guy, it wouldn't matter where you get hit on, especially if he knew how to do it the right way. And
love happens in the craziest places.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they make you stand kind of far behind the next person when you're at the counter. It's a very private thing.
But what about the waiting room area? That's what I'm picturing.
Kind of a pretty private thing, I think.
I don't know. Everyone's sitting next to each other. When I go
ever
get my
talks.
physical check, no, man, everyone around me, they're really old looking and weird.
See, it's a vulnerable place, depending upon what she she was in for?
Yearly checkup.
Yeah. Oh, she said yearly checkup. Okay. Yeah.
The early checkup or the other checkup?
Oh, good call.
Want to save a few dollars? I'll do your checkup for you in my van outside. Is that not a good way to hit on someone?
Not at the doctor's office. Maybe a bowling alley.
Fair enough.
Yeah. For a man. And I mean, I don't know, for whoever's the aggressor in any kind of relationship, I don't know in gay relationships who's actually the one that picks up who. I have no idea. But in the male-female relationship, stereotypically, it's the man that approaches the woman. And it's always tough for a man to know, is this the right time with a stranger? How do I approach a stranger and find her and tell her I find her intriguing?
But you hear about it happening at grocery stores all the time. And I'm like, I can never imagine back in my single days going up to somebody and be like, hey, I see the way you're handling those melons.
Yeah.
My name's Steve.
See, that's
I'd rather that the doctor's office.
Yeah?
Yeah, the doctor's office just seems kind of weird.
You don't know what they're going in for either.
Right, they could be going in for like a herp checkup or something.
That, or like what if, they actually have something wrong with them and they're in that mindset, I'm going in, I'm upset, and now you're trying to hit on me. This isn't making me feel better.
But what I would tell any woman is if you're looking for someone in your life, why would you eliminate anything if the guy was cool? If he's not cool, sure, you're going to say no.
That doesn't make you cool hitting on somebody in the doctor's office. That immediately eliminates it.
So if Jason Momoa is in the doctor's office and you're single...
That doesn't count. That's like an extreme celebrity, money.
Well, I mean, somebody that you could actually spend your life with, like, oh my God, this could be the right one.
Jason's the right guy for her.
That's a good point. Probably isn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he works out a lot. I feel like I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, you could.
Like Jack Black.
So you're saying, Vicky, no way. It doesn't matter if he's Mr. Right. Don't approach me in the doctor's.
Not at the doctor's office.
So what do you do? Wait till they leave the doctor's office? What if you?
If you both leave at the same time, maybe. But sense the tone. You're never, if someone's in a good mood, they're like, okay, whatever, chatting up the person at the desk, then okay, maybe when they leave. But at the doctor's office, I feel like that's a violation.
See, us guys, we're like, whenever the opportunity presents itself, we always keep our eyes open because you never know when where all of a sudden the one can be there.
I've never been that person that could even consider. I would just psych myself out every time, no matter where. I mean, bars, you feel a little bit more comfortable because that's like a social mingling kind of a place, but at a grocery store, where you're like, at church, I'm like, no.
Oh, not even at church? Because I
couldn't imagine.
I feel like that everybody's into what you're into, and that's a big one when it comes to religion.
But then think about it, if it doesn't go well, that's the place you go every week.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
At least with the grocery store, you could kind of maybe switch over to Fred Meyer.
Could you pray to God, though? Could you please hit her with lightning?
That's a little excessive.
Well, that way you can
maybe sit in a different row.
Yeah, all right, fine. I suppose I would like, God, look, it didn't work out. She's probably not one of us. Take care of her. No? Wow. That's how I'd be. That's probably why I don't get invited to a lot of churches. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You got the show.
I got a text message. Someone says, I more or less agree with BJ on this.
Whoa, is this a guy or girl?
I don't know.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's a guy, Andrew in Enumclaw. I understand it's not the best place to try and meet someone at a doctor's office, but if you get a vibe about someone and you want to meet them, you're probably never going to see them again in your life, so why not do it at that point? You either take the chance or you never know. P.S. I've never hit on someone at the doctor's office, LOL.
How about this, Vicky? Because Vicky, of course, she doesn't, Vicky doesn't believe you should hit on the doctor's office. What if they just give you a card or our Facebook contact and say, look, I know this is not the right place.
What, they Facebook stalker?
Well, no. In other words, I always thought I would give somebody my contact info and go, look, I know this is weird. I know it's a doctor's office, but I don't know. There's something about you, man. You seem like a really cool person. And if you ever would like to go for coffee, here's a card. I don't want to bother you, but you just seem awesome. And then be done. I mean, just be complimentary, be awesome, but show that you understand. And nothing.
I mean, I'm feeling that a lot of the times when guys are hitting on girls at the doctor's office, they're just sitting there by themselves. If they're interacting with other people, whether at the front desk or with you, and they're friendly and they're actually talking to you, then sure, go for it. But if they're just sitting there by themselves and you're like, this person's hot, it seems a little weird to just bother them.
Nice.
And hey, here's, I want to go out with you at the doctor's office.
I'll be happy being lonely for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Girl.
I'd rather be lonely than stuck with an old creep like you. So,
well, I
didn't know that's the only option.
It could be a young creep bothering you too. What about that guy? Do people ever really meet at grocery stores? Because, Steve, you talked about it. Like, you go, I don't know. I would never do
much.
it.
You'll find someone at the grocery store.
It's actually not a dumb cliche. Actually, they did do a study about this. It really does happen, and a lot more than we think. 1 in 3 people say they know at least one person who's gone on a date with someone they did actually meet at a grocery store. And almost half of us have actually flirted with someone while buying groceries. I never think of that because I'm always on a mission at a grocery store. Like, I don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, don't bother me, man. I'm trying to just find the stuff that's on my damn grocery list.
Don't bother you guys BJ, don't bother you while you're at the grocery store, but okay at the doctor's office.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
It's harder to find that jar of pickles than chlamydia cream, Vicky.
At a doctor's office, you're waiting. You have nothing to do but wait. So I got to sit there and do nothing. I'm feeling vulnerable because I'm going to get a checkup.
Well, you don't read Highlights, the magazine?
Yeah.
That Goofus and Gallant? Hell yeah.
They are hilarious.
Goofus and Gallant. Oh, my God.
Party hard.
It's been a long time since I've read those magazines. Used to read them a lot because we took the kids
I
to
also
the
like
doctor's
reading
office.
that 6-year-old edition of People magazine that they always have on the table.
That's the best, isn't it? Oh, wow. So this is what I should have done 6 years ago. Yeah. How about, as far as the meeting in the frozen food aisle, they're saying that could be cliche. The survey says the 3 spots where you most likely to meet someone are the beer, wine, and liquor aisle. Well, that makes sense.
You like to party.
And Steve, apparently the produce section. So that handling your melons line, it's a good one.
Have you found the eggplant yet, man?
Yeah.
It's a nice eggplant.
And the checkout line. I have done stuff in the checkout line where I think maybe, if I was single, I could have got a date.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I've had some ladies that have been fumbling for cash or just been really harried. And I'm just like, you know what? Just charge that to mine. I'll be like, just put that on mine and you go ahead. Or I let somebody go ahead of me because I've got
so you're
the
like,
one
I'll
item.
be your sugar daddy.
See, that's a smooth move.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, I see. So,
especially if it's one thing, or watch it's like cupcakes and tampons. You'll look like a hero.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. So I was like, go ahead of me, or I'll take care of that. That's fine. It's, and I've often thought when they left, they were like, they really gave me a nice look, and I thought, ooh, if I wasn't married, I wonder if this would be my shot.
Like, let's go.
Yeah. But then I feel like I'm bothering them if they're on their way out the door. What am I going to do? Go, hey, hi, by the way. See, my brain tells me that's bothering them, whereas if they're just sitting at the doctor's office, where are they going?
Hey, someone says my wife was the cashier at Albertsons in Fairwood, and that's how I met her. Another person, I met my wife at Walmart. Been together 13 years. Aww. The person says, I bet Vicky's had sex in the doctor's waiting room office. Oh, well.
If it's not a romantic place, is it?
No, I've also, since I worked at a tattoo shop, I have this idea that any floor at a tattoo shop or any medical type building where there's fluid is automatically just covered in hepatitis.
Oh, how about that?
I would never do anything in a bathroom at a nurse's or doctor's office kind of thing.
So, guys, if you're looking for a crazy person, Vicky is your girl.
I think they knew that already. You don't need to whisper it to them.
So you ready? You ready for the pickup lines that'll work at a grocery store?
Yes.
I got the two best ones. All right, if you're a dude, here's the one you use. You go up to the chick and go, hey, I can't find something. Do you know where it is?
Oh. Wait, if the woman says that to you?
No, you say that to the girl.
Oh, okay.
You go up to her and go, miss, yes, I don't know where the hell the melons are. Yeah, you have nice melons.
And then she walks you to it, and you're like, hey, you just walk ahead of me. I'll watch you from that.
Yeah, that's it.
I'd be a little worried that I'd look like I'm dressed as an employee. And that's all I'd be thinking about.
Well, if you're wearing a red shirt at Target, expect to be asked a question.
Right.
That's what's so frustrating about Target. It's like, don't ever wear red in Target.
Exactly.
People will bother you all
khakis.
day.
Or a blue shirt at Best
so many
Buy.
times, Target.
Yes.
Yeah, it's happened so many times where it's like, God, I want to go out to Target and go, will you please wear uniforms again? This is ridiculous. Everybody thinks I'm a creep, and it's like they're wearing some form of red. How about this one for girls? You ask the guy, can you help me reach something? That's Vicky's life.
I mean, I'm just a climber. I'll climb it all and grab what
I've
I
had
need.
women say that to me before.
Oh, they were hitting
Like, I need help. They're like, you're tall. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You say the funniest things.
Yeah.
You know what you should definitely do next time you see a girl reaching for something? Go right up next to her and reach for it and then put it in your basket and walk away.
Sucker.
It's like, I can reach.
I'm married. And just walk away.
Yeah.
You can look but can't touch.
Yeah.
Don't. This is like sachet, boy.
Yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle is listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Jeff in Des Moines. Jeff, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, Jeff. What you got for us today, buddy?
Hey, I'm just kind of going off where you guys were talking about how people in their early 20s don't have to wait for anything, and it made me think of it. They never had to do any of the legwork we had to do in school. You know, when you had to do a report, or even just writing a paper, knowing how to spell something right, you had to go to the library and get a dictionary, maybe even a thesaurus.
Yep.
I don't even know if kids even know what that word means anymore.
Yeah, they do, because there's thesaurus.com.
Yeah, she can't say it, but she knows.
Yeah, you got your smartphones. You're like,
Right.
I mean, you never had to go outside and make sure that you got to the library during the open hours. I mean, you got a smartphone, you can do it any time of the day. You know, you have to plan your day around going to the library.
Oh, remember microfiche?
Yeah.
When you had to do like a story where you needed something from like a newspaper, you had to go through all those newspapers on microfiche.
Yeah, that weird sort of camera film looking stuff.
Yeah.
You had to zip through like that.
Dude, you're right. Any project was a process. You couldn't just use the internet to get all the information. It's on our phones. You don't even need a computer anymore. But back then, yeah, you had to go to the library and do the research. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Kids these days. And you had to do it both ways uphill.
I appreciate the call, Jeff. I would like to know because they've got to know that. They got to know all this stuff at their disposal. So then what extra work do they make the kids do, since we used to have to do all that extra work to get the info?
I think they just evolved now to where they don't have to worry about the extra work.
Damn.
And think about, at some point, the kids now are going to be bitching like how we are all bitching. And they're probably going to be like, there was once a time where you could just go to your cell phone and you had to do this and type it all in. Now, all you have to do is think it and it pops up in your brain.
Yeah, you get that chip in your head. Everything's there.
That's going to happen, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Remember Cliff's Notes? That was a big thing, and you don't even need that anymore.
Oh, the Cliff Notes were the best.
Yeah, the Cliff Notes.
Dude, I used those all the time.
Those were like the original Wikipedia, though. I remember so many teachers banning them and saying, you can't use the Cliff Notes. I've read them. I know exactly what you're going to get from them. And now it's Wikipedia for people. They're like, you can't use Wikipedia. Don't use it.
Or the teachers would warn, be like, I know that you're going to go on a Cliff Notes and try and do it this way. But trust me, I have questions that are only in the book, not in the Cliff Notes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's just, I don't know how you get around all that.
I don't get why, like, older people get really mad that we have cell phones now and that kids are using cell phones or the internet and stuff. Like, they get so mad. Like, when I was my day, it's like, okay, we get it. It was harder. But why are you mad? Like, it's easier for you too now.
Right. I don't understand why people get angry about things, because we were afforded luxuries that people before, like my parents weren't afforded. Everyone's always going to have something that's an advantage.
Oh, yeah. It's just an old people thing.
Right.
They will always complain about how easy it is for you.
And their parents were like, in my day, we used everything on chalkboards.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, my dad used to complain all the time about how easy it was for me.
It's like the only people that should bitch are cavemen. Like, they had to deal with some real stuff.
Yeah.
But they're dead, so whatever.
Well, and they still get stereotyped. You see those Geico commercials? It's not good for a caveman.
Poor caveman.
Yeah, not good at all.
Oh, even one person brought up a good point. Remember back when we had to write a paper? Either you're lucky in my generation, you had a word processor, but even then, if you screwed up,
oh yeah, that was me. We
had
didn't
to get
have
out
word
the
processors.
Oh, the typewriter was the worst.
It was horrible, and I took typing class just so I could semi-figure it out, because they wanted you to have typed papers sometimes, and if you didn't take a typing class, you had no reason to be able to figure out a keyboard. Like, you were hunting and pecking. That's all you were doing.
Yep.
Now at least I know where all the keys are. I'm not Mr. Fast Typer, but I know where the keys are. For my generation, that was a skill they said you better have, and I believed it because I thought, yeah, I guess computer keyboards will be like, they'll be all over computers. Glad I did it, dude, because there are people that might not know how to do that stuff.
That was my mom's job. She was a typing teacher for 25 years.
Yeah.
And they started out with just half the room was typewriters, half was computers. And I remember when they like brought in Microsoft, like IBM, she was like, I don't know how to use these things. And she was like really against them getting rid of her typewriters. But she did it for 25 years and retired on it.
I was going to say, she had to make the adjustment. Is she teaching emojis now or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
No, she did retire, but
Thank God.
She had to take a lot of classes to learn how to use like modern computer. They finally got rid of all I think she still has like 3 typewriters at the house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gosh, man. I have to get a new birthday banner program, because I used to have this print shop where it was like this print shop program.
You making birthday banners?
Oh, I mean, I've been making for Sarah her entire life, and it's a tradition. I would make a little
birthday banners.
Yeah.
What?
Every birthday when she was a little kid, I made her banners, and you just print them out on computer paper.
Oh, those long pieces of paper with the
little
perforated.
holes, yeah.
Well, I started with those, and then
what was it? Laser? What was that? The what were they
Dot
called?
matrix.
Dot matrix.
Yeah. But then, but now you can just make them on regular computer paper and just tape them together because it knows how to make it so it will fit together.
Really?
But
Wow.
I can't run the program. It's so old, and I have no idea how to make a birthday banner on Microsoft Word or PowerPoint. It was really easy with the old program. I don't know what to do anymore. I tried looking up print shop
about those banners.
Yeah.
Can't you just go to a Kinko's or something?
Well, no, you do it at home.
I'm sure there's a program out there that you just type
Well, that's
in
what I was
you want.
hoping. Yeah. I looked up Print Shop, figuring that Broderbund. I don't even know if they're still in business
I don't even know
anymore.
what that word is. Yeah,
it used to be. It was the company that made the Print Shop program, and they used to be a big computer company in the '80s, because 80s and '90s when I made these for Sarah.
One person said I had to use an abacus for math, and my grandpa's tattoos for world geography.
Oh, that's awesome.
Someone just texted in saying, "Guys, can you play that audio of the Italian grandparents yelling at their granddaughter? That ass was hilarious. Plus, I'm super baked right now, and I would love a giggle."
Yeah, if you didn't hear this is so fantastic. Talk about Northeasterners. This is typical. And Steve and I definitely grew up with people. This isn't a bit. These people talk like this.
This sums up my family.
Yeah.
Really does.
Yeah, and again, there's two Italian grandparents that are FaceTiming with their 18-year-old granddaughter, and pretty much they're yelling at her for walking across her college campus alone.
You walk by yourself. Look at
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not dark.
What's the matter?
My God, Gabby, what are you, crazy?
So you got grandma upset.
One more week. Oh, my God.
Why are you alone?
She's gone. See, that's the library.
What?
That's the library.
What's that?
The library.
Why don't you walk with somebody?
You shouldn't be walking alone like that. She's fine. She's not you. She's a baby.
What is she doing outside?
She's in the library. She shouldn't do that.
She shouldn't be alone. I don't understand these kids. I mean it.
I don't understand these kids.
Oh boy, that was your family, my family. You just don't get it. No. Where is he? The library. Where is she? The library. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I admitted something at dinner with my friends that I'm now a little ashamed of. I admitted that when I shop for shirts, I lick them to see if they change colors when wet. What? I sweat a lot, and I can't stand it when a shirt that I have when I start sweating, and the shirt I'm wearing turns a darker color when the sweat is pouring. Why would you admit that, guys? And why would you then text us so we could read that?
Right? Yeah. I think they're looking for solidarity, hoping they...
Oh, dude, I totally lick my shirt, too.
Who do you think of this show would be a shirt licker? I have one person. One person I think is a shirt licker on our show.
Danny.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wasn't picking Danny, no.
He sprays cologne in his mouth. He'd do stupid stuff.
I agree.
Like a shirt.
Okay, yes, but cologne actually makes me smell better. I'm not going to lick a shirt before I buy it.
All right.
But you are a sweaty dude.
Fair.
Yeah.
But I don't care if you see my sweat.
I could see Vicky as a shirt licker.
No. She's a germaphobe. Why would she lick
good point.
Why would she lick a shirt at a store?
I immediately take all my clothes I buy at a store and put it in the wash. I don't wear freshly new stuff.
All right, fair enough.
I can't do that. I know people will buy something and then immediately put it on. I'm just like, no, I can never think about putting on jeans or a t-shirt.
Oh, really?
I go
a button-up shirt I could almost do.
Right.
But I at least put it in the dryer to get that damn store sent out and throw a dryer sheet in there.
I feel like it's so awesome putting on something brand new.
Well, here's the thing. I go shopping with a girlfriend of mine, and sometimes we share dressing rooms, and she doesn't like wearing underwear. So I imagine all the other people who don't wear underwear when they try on clothes.
Wait, they're trying on clothes without underwear?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you don't
disgusting.
wear underwear.
But she's not the only one that does this.
No, you gotta
guys and girls do it.
No, if you don't wear underwear, that's great. But when you go try clothes on, bring underwear with you. Come on, that's just ridiculous.
I always carry an extra pair of underwear in my back pocket, BJ.
I mean, I always wear an undershirt and undershirt and underwear. I don't put on button-down shirts over anything. I put it over my undershirt, and I wear.
I agree. You should wear underwear while you go try on clothes, but not everyone does that. So I take the clothes and wash them.
That's not good.
Plus, one texter brings up a good point. All fabric gets darker when it's wet, and then gets lighter when it becomes dry again.
Maybe it's like super gets dark. Maybe like it shows, like it really shows sometimes. I don't know, because I mean the pit stains.
Wear a shirt underneath if you're an excessive sweater
and deodorant.
Yes, deodorant, of course. That should be a no-brainer.
Yeah, but
then wear a t-shirt under like a shirt.
Some people, they're just buckets. There's nothing, they can't do anything. I know a woman that got an operation. Her palms were so sweaty, they basically had to they had to cut into her hands so that she'd stop sweating so much through her palms.
So it says, oh my God, I'm listening to an episode of Seinfeld right now. Haha, from Aaron and Everett.
Yeah.
You could always take like a sanitary napkin and put it, like a thin one, and just put it under your arm and tape it to your shirt, and it kind of soaks up all the sweat.
Oh yeah, like man pawn.
Yeah, but they also
why don't we just wear maxi pads under our armpits?
That's one of those life hacks on the internet.
Maxi pads under your arms?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? I mean, I didn't know about it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, they do sell actual pads for this, but if you want to go on the cheaper, just buy some of the
deodorant's always worked well for me.
Yes,
not everybody. They get that stress sweat.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people you figure that they know about deodorant unless they can't because they're allergic to it and hypoallergenic. Because I need hypoallergenic deodorant. The other stuff just irritates the crap out of my underwear.
Oh, really?
But the hypoallergenic works, so I'm happy. But if I couldn't do that, I'd have to be the maxi pad guy under the arms. What could I do?
You wouldn't be a shirt licker?
Well, I'd like to be a shirt licker.
And texture, yeah, it's weird that you're licking shirts.
Well, yeah, I've never heard about it before.
Licking shirts.
I feel bad to say I've never heard it before. Sorry, Texter.
Well, you might be wearing a shirt that he licked.
Well,
we all might be.
Yeah.
I washed mine at least.
Yeah. Now we have a bond. We're not like Eskimo brothers, but we're close.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. If I call Travis, will I actually see him or someone who works for him?
Absolutely. When you come in to my office, when you first call in, my staff will try to help you with any basic questions that you have. I can give you a call back, but they'll usually try to schedule you for a free consultation with me, the attorney, and I'll meet with you personally. We'll talk about the basics of your case, and I'll take you through a question and answer session an interview that usually lasts about 30 minutes. We'll get the basics of your financial situation. I can answer your questions, and we can talk about whether bankruptcy makes sense, your non-bankruptcy options, and how bankruptcy could affect you, what the process is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Dreaming of comfortable sheets at a price that won't keep you up all night? Boll & Branch makes the softest organic sheets on the market using 100% sustainable raw materials. Like their signature hemmed sheets made from lightweight organic cotton that gets softer with every wash. Get 15% off your first set when you use promo code DREAMS at bollandbranch.com. Try them out risk-free for 30 days plus free shipping and returns. That's BOLLAND branch.com. Promo code DREAMS.